Forbidden Door has become one of AEW events where fans expect dream matches more than shocking angles, and this year's show delivered exactly that. While not every match reached classic status, overall consistency was outstanding. Nearly every bout felt important, and AEW did an excellent job balancing championship matches with long-term storytelling, heading to All In. Kenny Omega vs. Zack Sabre Jr. Rating 4.75 out of 5. This was everything technical wrestling fans wanted. Omega wrestled with intensity while Zack Sabre Jr. constantly targeted limbs and looked for submissions. The pacing started deliberately, before building into an incredible finishing stretch full of counters, escapes, and dramatic near falls. Instead of relying on constant high spots, these two told a story through ring psychology and technical mastery. It reminded fans why both men are considered among the greatest in-ring performers of this generation. Jon Moxley vs. Bandito, Continental Championship, rating 4.25 out of 5. Bandito's athletic offense made Moxley wrestle a completely different style than usual. Bandito repeatedly looked like he was seconds away from pulling off the upset, but Moxley's toughness eventually overwhelmed him. The match perfectly contrasted Bandito's speed and creativity against Moxley's violent, methodical offense. Thekla vs. Starlight Kid, AEW Women's Championship, rating 4.25 out of 5. One of the hidden gems of the evening, the chemistry between those two was outstanding. Every strike looked believable, every counter mattered, and the crowd became more invested as the match continued. The women's division continues gaining momentum, and this championship match proved AEW can showcase world-class women's wrestling beyond its usual roster. Mercedes Moné vs. Maya World, Owen Hart Women's Final, rating 4.5 out of 5. Mercedes Moné continued one of the best runs of her career. Maya World as the underdog and earned the audience respect with an outstanding performance, but Mercedes once again proved why she's one of the biggest stars in professional wrestling. Winning the Owen Hart Cup gives Mercedes tremendous momentum heading towards All In. 12-man steel cage match, rating 4.75 out of 5. Absolute chaos. With Mark Briscoe's future world title opportunity on the line, the cage stipulation immediately raised the stakes. The match featured non-stop action, big dives, weapons, betrayals, and one of the night's biggest storyline moments when Andrade turned against MJF's side, creating the opening for Team Briscoe to secure the victory. This wasn't just violence for the sake of violence. The cage served an actual storyline purpose, and the ending immediately created intrigue for AEW World Champion picture heading to the summer. Main event, Will Ospreay vs. Roy Strickland, Owen Hart Cup Final, rating 5 out of 5. This was simply spectacular. Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland delivered one of the greatest matches AEW has produced this year. The pacing, athleticism, storytelling, psychology, crowd reactions, and dramatic near falls were all elite. Ospreay fought through a damaged neck and bleeding forehead while Swerve relentlessly targeted the injury throughout the contest. Every move felt meaningful before the winner wasn't just taking home a trophy. They were earning a future AEW World Championship opportunity at All In. The final minutes were breathtaking. Both wrestlers exhausted and every weapon in their arsenal before Ospreay finally put Swerve away. After an unforgettable closing sequence, the audience knew they had witnessed something special before the bell even rang. This wasn't just match of the night, it's already one of the strongest matches of the year candidate in all professional wrestling. Biggest positives, Will Ospreay vs. Swerve Strickland, instantly entered the match of the year conversation. Excellent balance between dream matches and meaningful storytelling. Strong performances from New Japan Pro Wrestling, Stardom, CMLL, and AEW talent. The steel cage match advanced several major storylines. Mercedes Moné and Will Ospreay winning the Owen Hart Cup Finals immediately elevated the road to All In. Negatives. The few undercard matches struggled to stand out because the top matches were so spectacular. Nearly 4 hours of main card action made the event feel slightly long. Some crossover wrestlers lacked enough television built for casual AEW viewers. Final thoughts. Forbidden Door has firmly established itself as one of AEW's signature events, and the 2026 edition may be its strongest overall presentation yet. It blended elite wrestling, international talent, meaningful storytelling, and unforgettable performances into an outstanding pay-per-view. The biggest takeaway is simple. AEW now has tremendous momentum heading towards All In, with Will Ospreay earning his championship opportunity, Mercedes Moné adding another huge accomplishment to her resume, and the fallout from the steel cage match reshaping the world title picture. The next several weeks of television certainly became must-watch. Final grade, 9.3 out of 10.